Hi everyone, I am Radhika Tikone and I am from Bharati Vidyapeeth College of Engineering for Women. Currently I am studying in final year and today I am going to demonstrate my DMW project, which is car price prediction. I implemented this project by using random forest regression. You can use any regression like logistic regression also. I also tried to use logistic regression but the accuracy was not very good. So I used random forest regression for this project. This project is basically to determine the prediction of car price. So we need to predict how much car price should be. So this is the dataset feature. Let me show you my dataset. So this is the dataset which I have taken from Kaggle. So in this dataset we have features, that is car name, then we have year, selling price, present price, kilometers driven by car. Then we have fuel type, seller type, transmission, owner, and all these particular information are there. Now let me show you the workflow. This is the workflow which I followed in this particular project. So first is data collection. We need dataset. We need dataset to process it. So once we have the car dataset, after that we need to pre-process the data. Okay, so we can't feed this raw data to machine learning model without pre-processing. That's why we need to pre-process data. Once we pre-process the data, after that we need to split this data into training data and testing data. After splitting, we will train our model using training data and test our model using testing data. So after splitting data, next step is model selection. So in this project, I selected random forest regression. So what is random forest regression? Random forest is a tree-based algorithm that uses the quality features of multiple decision tree for making decisions. And the random forest algorithm merges the output of multiple decision trees to generate the final output. And it is very fast and robust than other regression model. So I choose this one for my project. Once we train our model with this random forest regression, we will evaluate our model. Now we have our train model. Okay, now we have to test our model. So for testing, we will feed new data to our train model. Now here, understanding this data, our machine learning model can predict the car price. So this is the workflow which I have followed in this project. Before starting coding part, first I will show you the execution part. So this is the output of my project. So here first I entering the year as 2014, then showroom price, let's take 10 lakh, then how many kilometers drive, how much owners previously had the car, let's take 1, then type of fuel, diesel, individual, and the transmission type is manual car. Now here I am calculating the selling price. Okay, so we have predicted the car price is 6.56 lakh. I am explaining the code how exactly it is working. So first I have imported some libraries, that is NumPy for performing various mathematical operations, then pandas for data analyzing, then sklearn for analyzing algorithm of regression, then Seaborn for data visualization, and matplot for plotting the data and visualizing the data. Now here I have loaded CSV file of car prediction and read it. Now here, after loading our dataset, here using shape function we will get the size of our dataset. So as we can see, we have 301 number of rows and 9 feature in our dataset. So here I just print the head of my dataset. So as we can see, we have fuel type as categorical feature, then we have seller type is also categorical feature. Then transmission and owner is also categorical feature. So in this step, I just print the unique values of those categorical features. So we have dealer and individual as unique value of seller type. Then we have petrol, diesel and CNG as unique value of fuel type. Then we have manual and automatic as unique value of transmission. Then we have 0, 1 and 3 as unique value of owner. Now in this step, I am checking the missing value. So as we can see, I don't have any null value. So it will count the sum. It will count the sum of is null is 0. Now here in this step, I describe the data like this. Now here I copied my original dataset into final dataset. Now here I just print my head of final dataset. Now in this step I assign current year to 2020. Now here I just print the head of final dataset. So in this, as you can see, we have new feature that is current year and it is 2020. Now here I subtracted year from current year, so we will get the number of year car is used. Now in this data set, final data set, we have new feature that is number of years. So we have number of years, so we don't need current year and year in the data set. So I just drop the year from our data set. Now here as you can see, I drop the year from our data set. Now in this step, I converted the categorical feature into one hot encoded using getDummies function. So one hot encoded means in the form of 0, 1 values. So as we can see here, I converted the categorical values into one hot encoded. Here I find the correlation. So what is correlation? So correlation is the correlation says that how one feature is correlated with other feature. So as we can see here, it will shows the how selling price is correlated with other features like that. Now here I imported C1 libraries. So using this library we can visualize the data in diagrammatic form. So here this is the graph. As you can see, this is the graphical representation of our data sets. So this diagram is not showing much info. So I again imported C1 library and tried to implement using heat map. So as we can see, dark green color represent it is highly positively correlated, and dark red color it is negatively correlated. Now here in this next step, I have taken X as input and Y as a output. Now next here I print the unique values of owner. So here we have unique value of owner is 0, 1 and 3. Now here I just print the head of X which is input and head of Y which is output. Now this is the feature importance. Now here I have imported x-ray regression from sklearn library and fit our model into it. Now here I just print the feature importance like this. This is the feature importance. Now here I have plotted a graph of feature importance for better visualization. As we can see, this is the top and required features, dataset feature which is required to predict the car price. The features that is number of year, seller type, transmission type, fuel type and present price. This is the feature which is very important to predict our car price. Now here in this step I have split our data into training data and testing data. I have taken test size is zero point 0.3. Zero point 0.3 means I have taken 30% data to test our model and 70% data to train our model. Now here I imported random forest regressor from sklearn library. Now here I have taken new variable as regressor and assign it to random forest regressor. Now here I selected decision tree from 100 and 1200. Now here I imported random search CV selected for selecting the best parameter from this decision trees. Now here apart from this decision trees, here I have taken max features, then I have taken max depth, then I have taken minimum sample split values as 2, 5, 10, 15 and 100, and now here I have taken minimum sample leaf values as 1, 2, 5 and 10. Now here I just create the random grid. Here as we can see I have taken this random grid like key values method, and here I just print the random grid. This is the number of estimators, maximum features, maximum depth, minimum sample slit and minimum sample leaf. Now here random search CV select. Now this is the various parameters which I have taken, and random search CV select the best parameter from out of this parameter. Now here I just assign a new variable which is RF is to random forest regression. Now here I am creating the model for our project. So this is the I have in this I have assigned estimator is equal to RF, which is random forest regressor. Now parameter distribution is equal to random grid. Then scoring is equal to negative mean square error. Then number of iteration is 10. Then cross validation is equal to 5. Then verbose is equal to 2. Then random state is 42 and number of job is 1. So this is the parameters which I have taken. Now here I just fit our training data set into our model. Now here I just print the base parameter of our model. So it will give the base parameter, which is number of estimators is 1000. Then minimum sample split is 2. Then minimum sample leaf is 1. Then maximum feature is square root and maximum depth is 24. So basically it is the base parameter which is selected by random search CV. And this is the best score of our model. Now here I just predict our model by giving the test data set. Now here I use this plot to compare values, and basically it shows that the model which I created it gives very good result because it is forming normal distribution. I also tried by using scatter, and it also gives the linearly available. Means our model is very much good. Now here I imported matrices from sklearn, and here I have printed mean absolute error. Then here I have printed minimum squared error, and I also printed root minimum square. Now here I save our model into disk by importing pickle. So what is pickle? So pickle is module in Python. Basically it converts Python objects like list, dictionaries into byte string. Now here I just open this pickle file where I want to store the data. Now after opening this pickle file, I just dump this machine learning model into that pickle file. So yeah, that's all about my project. I hope you like it. Thank you for watching.